Old Natty here with another tidbit from the Steel Tip collection by the great Dr. Ken, talking about box squats. Um, and just FYI, the first place I know of the box squat happening is the original West Side Barbell Club, um, run by the great Peanuts West. And Dr. Ken actually trained there and trained with Peanuts West. Um, but the box squat back in my day was a common exercise. It actually wasn't a box squat, but it's the same idea. You would put a bench between your legs. And back then, the bench presses were narrower. I don't know if it came from West Side Barbell, if it was used just to have kind of a safety measure or safety stop, because often you would sit facing the uprights of the bench with your weight bar there, dip your head under, and then stand up from there. To have a bench press was an actual bench was a big deal back in my day. A lot of equipment wasn't invented, but a lot of folks couldn't afford equipment, didn't have equipment as a young kid. So nobody had squat stands. I mean, I really didn't know of squat stands until I got like in college. Nobody had a power rack. It was a big deal to have like this cheap ass bench and a set of those plastic concrete weights from Sears. But either way, I'm getting off topic. So to give you an idea where maybe the box squat or bench squat came from. But the Peanut guys did use it different levels, different heights to squat down to as a way to overload different portions of the squat, and also just a marker to get your depth, because just over time as you add weight, it's very common to start to decrease your distance so you can put more and more weight on. But anyway, so direct quote, direct reading. An adjunct training method used by many powerlifters is the box squat or partial squat. In the power rack, it has long been believed that 50, 100 pounds, that using 50 or 100 pounds more than one could do a full squat with in partial movements would increase the strength of the muscle and connective tissue in the lower extremities, and allow the body to somehow adapt to the feel of very heavy weights. Partial squats, especially done so that the buttocks contacts a bench or box in the 1/4, 1/3, or 1/2 position, are extremely dangerous and in fact will do little for competitive squats. Heavy overloads will compress the spine, often severely, with results and nerve compression. So just like I've been saying, like I said, back in my day, we did what we called bench squats, taught to do it, told to do it, and then somewhere along the line it was put out, don't do this, because, and use common sense, you have a solid surface you're squatting down to and sitting on, and you have a heavy weight on your shoulders. So your spine is between two basically immovable forces. So what do you think is going to happen? Now this is like the first time I've ever come to a place where I disagree with Dr. Ken as far as working partials. They tout all the great strength athletes of the pre-steroid era. I mean, it's how Paul Anderson became Paul Anderson, really. John Grimmick. But I saw partials work for me. Partial range motion, progressive range of motion training But you got to do it smartly. So if you're doing partial squats, you set bungee cords up in the power rack at the depth you want to go to. And you squat down to the bungee cords, and you have your bars at the next level just below that for safety purposes in case you have to drop the bar. So you have a marker, you have a place to squat to, a target. And don't use the safety bars because the bar will hit it and bang and start rocking and throw you off. That's why you use bungee cord, something that will give to the bar. Because if you've been under very, very heavy loads, you want to keep that bar stable. Once it starts rocking and throws you off balance, very dangerous. Anyway, let's get away from the box squats. Old Natty, I'm out.